Hello, I am so excited to have you here with me today. For today's flow, we are going to do a fun vinyasa flow, and we're just going to jump right into it. So we are going to get started in a child's pose today. Bring your knees wide, the width of your mat, big toes to touch behind you. Melt your tailbone down towards your heels and just soften your heart down towards your mat. Land your forehead on the space beneath you. Walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat to find length in your arms and just settle down. Take a nice exhale, release any still air you're holding on to. Follow with a deep inhale through your nose, filling up with fresh air. Big open mouth release. Continue to take these full rounds of breath just for the next few moments, taking this time to check in. Notice how you feel on your mat today, using your breath as a tool to let go of any judgment or expectation that may come up for you here, giving yourself the space to meet yourself with a sense of acceptance. Deep inhale through your nose. Big open mouth release. Inhale, tabletop, float yourself up. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, knees underneath your hips. Now take a moment to really set yourself up here. Gazes straight down to lengthen the crown of your head forward. Think about pulling your belly button back to your spine and then up to activate your core. Inhale, cow pose, softly bend your elbows, let your belly sink down towards your mat as you shine your heart forward. Continue to breathe as you tuck your tailbone towards the sky. Root your palms into your mat, energetically draw them back to crack your heart open. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, cat pose, push the mat away to round your spine, pull your chin towards your chest, draw your tailbone straight down. Pull that belly button back to your spine. Keep your core engaged. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now for the next few rounds of breath, I want you to move through cat and cow at your own pace, and also give yourself permission to invite any other organic movements that you feel called to here. So that can maybe mean taking big hip circles one direction and the other. You can tap out the tops of your feet, really taking this time to tune in, listen to your body, give yourself permission to just lean into whatever that you feel called to here. We have 2 more full rounds of breath. One more round of breath. Beautiful. Return to your tabletop. Find your neutral spine. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, tabletop hover. Push the mat away just enough to float your knees away from your space. Hold for 5, 4, core is engaged, 3, 2, 1, release down. Take an inhale. Exhale, tabletop hover just one more time, activating that core, activating those quads just for 5, 4, soft bend in your elbows, 3, 2, 1, release down. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your tailbone towards the sky. First downward dog. First, take a moment to set yourself up. Root down through the L shape of your palm. So your pointer finger and your thumb to activate your chest. From there, just notice how you feel in your downward facing dog. If your hips feel a little tight, you can take a slightly wider stance. Just lean into what feels good. Maybe you pedal out your dog, deeply bending one knee and then the other to open up the back line of your legs. Breathing into this as you press your palms into the mat, reaching your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, soft gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Tiptoe your feet towards the top of your mat. Keep your stance nice and wide here. And then bring a generous bend to your knees to fold your belly over the front of your thighs, letting the crown of your head hang really heavy here. Just giving yourself the ability to fully decompress and relax your spine all the way through your neck. Fingertips can rest on the mat if that makes you feel a little bit more supported and secure, or you can grab for opposite elbows. Option to sway side to side. Maybe you gently shake out your head yes and then no. Wherever you are, let gravity help you melt a little bit deeper. Release your fingertips down towards the mat. Heel toe your feet together, leaving a sliver of space between your heels. You can always take a wider stance if that is more supportive. Soft bend in your knees, root down through your feet. Inhale as you slowly rise up, stacking one vertebrae on top of each other at a time. Head comes up last. At the top, take a nice exhale as you roll your shoulders down and back, stand up tall. Beautiful. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Pause and breathe. I'm going to turn to face you. Root down through your feet so much you feel your quads engage. Squeeze your glutes in to draw your tailbone down. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, back bend, goal post your elbows, shine your heart to the sky. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn back towards the front of my mat so you can see me. Squeeze your glutes in a lot to protect your back. Think about lifting your heart up to the sky to lift up and out of that lumbar spine. So you're finding length in this spine even as you're bending back. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come from heart center. Hinge from your hips. Release all the way down. First forward fold. Whenever you're here, bring a bend to your knees. Bend them as much as you need for it to feel comfortable and accessible. The crown of your head hangs heavy, so you're not looking at your camera, you're not looking around. Your head is hanging heavy. Simply listen to my voice to continue to guide you through here. Unclench your jaw, no tension in your face. Inhale, halfway lift, sweep your fingertips or your palms to your shins or your thighs. Take a moment to find the place where you can really maintain a flat back. I want you to envision that you're almost creating like a table, a shelf with your back. And if something was set on your back, it would stay there and not slide off. Soft bend in your knees, gazes straight down to lengthen the crown of your head forward. Wherever your palms are, press them into your legs to activate your triceps. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, high plank, palms root down, feet step back. Now, first high plank, whenever you find yourself here, you can drop your knees to the mat for added support. Your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Gaze is straight down, glutes are squeezed in. Before we move through our first chaturanga, I want you to know you have options. Again, your knees can rest on the mat, or you can skip your chaturanga entirely and go from high plank to downward facing dog, skipping upward facing dog. Now let's move through together. First, take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower halfway down, squeeze your glutes in. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 times. Breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. You can tiptoe or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Again, you choose your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose all all the way up. Exhale, back bend, crack your heart open deeper this time. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Again, you can skip it. You do you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, team. Okay, we are now gonna move in to our sun B. We are gonna start on the left side today because we always start on the right. So we're just gonna change it up. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Left leg sweeps up and back. Pause and breathe as you squeeze that left glute. So you're lifting your left heel towards the sky using that glute. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Use your core to guide your left foot through, landing it between your hands. Now, if this takes you adjustments to get there, that's okay. This is your first time here. Right palm stays on the mat. Inhale, low lunge twist. Grow those left fingertips to the sky. Just pause and breathe into this nice twist for a moment. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. You drop that back knee on the mat and sweep your fingertips to the sky. Nice. Breathe as you set yourself up. I want you to squeeze your glutes in so you draw your tailbone down, finding a neutral spine to protect that back. Reaching your fingertips to the sky. Stomp your left heel in the mat, so your front foot into the mat, and then energetically think about drawing it back to activate that left glute. Hold it for an inhale, tuck your back toes. Exhale, crescent plane. Push the mat away to lift yourself up. Slightly hinge your torso forward as you sweep your palms back behind you. Gaze stays at the top of your mat. Back heel is stacked over your back toes. Inhale, warrior two. Rainbow yourself open. Find your first warrior two. Now this first one, as you breathe into it, maybe you bend and straighten that front knee a couple times to help find that nice deep lunge in your front knee. I like to do this a couple times just to warm up that front leg, finding that nice depth. Now, once you're there, front knee stacked over your pinky toe. So this knee is opening up back behind you. Back foot slightly rotated in. You have a heel to arch energetic connection from your front heel and back arch. Your back glute is squeezing in to support you, so this left leg is not doing all of the work. Open up your arms to an energetic T. Gaze over your front fingertips. Hold for an inhale. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep that left palm up and back. Breathe into that nice side body stretch. Stay committed to the lunge in your front knee. We are not here for long. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Rainbow your hands down. Square your hips forward. And find your flow option to keep that left foot lifted for an added challenge. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So strong, team. We are going to do it on the left side again, just moving through breath to movement this time. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low lunge twist. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Again, you can keep that back foot lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Now we're gonna do the other side. You stay where you are. I'm just gonna flip around so I can face you as we move through that right side together. Let's get right into it. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Right heel goes up and back. Breathe as you flex all of your right toes down to the mat to square off your hips. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. With control, guide that right foot through. Land it between your hands again. Take your time to get there. We're not in a rush. This is your practice. Left palm stays rooted. Inhale, low lunge twist. Grow those right fingertips to the sky. Just pause and breathe. Let this feel good. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. Drop that back knee. Untuck your toes. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Just like we did on the other side, we take a moment to breathe and set ourselves up. As you set yourself up, you can release the upper body and just feel what's going on with your lower body. So typically when I go into this, sometimes I'm hinging forward, I have a deep arch in my back. I really want to focus on finding that neutral spine. I'm going to pull my tailbone down. This opens up my left hip flexor even more, so I'm actually getting a deeper stretch rather than, whoa, I'm losing my balance, rather than just dumping my weight forward. From there, I also want to keep this right leg active to keep my hips squared. Drive that right heel down into the mat and then pull that right heel back. Notice how that engages your right glute. It's going to protect your hips. From there, once you feel stable, you can maybe feel your spine, see if there's an arch. Mine feels neutral. From there, I'll extend my hands up. Hold for an inhale, tuck your back toes. Exhale, crescent plane, push the mat away, float yourself up. Again, you're slightly hinging your torso forward. I want you to think about having a straight line through the crown of your head all the way out the back of your heel. Your palms are lifted up above your hips to keep your triceps active. Inhale, warrior two, rainbow open. Now again, we're gonna take our time to find our strong warrior two. So just breathe into it. Again, you can ditch the teed out arms until you feel really stable and strong in your lower body. And if you need more time, just pause the video and resume when you're ready. Okay, so once we find that nice strong lunge in our front knee, our knee is dumping forward. We're going to use that right outer glute to open up that knee. It's tracking over our pinky toe. We check our back foot. It is rotated in. I have a straight line energetic connection from my front heel to my back arch. My back glute is squeezing in. From there, open up your arms. Gaze over your front fingertips. Hold it for a breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your right palm up and back this time. Just breathing into this nice stretch. I want you to think about growing those right fingertips up and then reaching back to really open up the space along your rib cage. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Rainbow your hands down. Square your hips. Guide your right foot back. It can be landed or lifted and flow through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now what we do on one side, we do on the other. So we are going to flow through that just like we did on the other side. First, just take a breath with me. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, release. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low lunge twist. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, warrior two. Hold it for an exhale. Find that depth, find that lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Option to keep that right foot floated. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, team. Now let's slow things down and stretch things out a bit. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bend your left knee. Guide your shin and calf towards the top of your mat. And take a moment to set yourself up. So let those hips soften down, but walk your hands back by your hips so you can even the weight in your hips here and square your shoulders forward. Your right toes behind you are nice and long. They're an extension of your leg. Stay lifted for an inhale. Exhale, humble or sleep your pigeon. You can come down onto your forearms or maybe use your palms as a pillow to rest your forehead on your mat. Take this time to reconnect to your breath. Notice how you feel after taking some time to just focus on you. I want you to take a pause and just offer yourself gratitude for showing up on your mat today. Slowly come back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left, just one more time. Exhale, scorpion dog. So you're gonna open up your hips to the left side of your space, bend your left knee. Imagine you're trying to reach your left heel towards your right glute. This is just a great counter stretch to open up those hips after pigeon pose. Inhale, three-legged dog, re-square your hips to your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna do the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bend that right knee, shin and calf come towards the top of your mat. We're gonna do exactly what we've done on the other side. You soften your hips down, walk your hands back, find the even weight in your hips so you're not dumping on one side. Left toes are long behind me, just an extension of my legs. Square your shoulders forward, stay lifted for an inhale. Exhale, release down. Again, you can come down onto your forearms if it feels good. You can rest your forehead on your palms. I forgot to mention it on the other side, but if this doesn't feel good, if you have pain pinching maybe in your back, knee, hip, you can always take a figure 4 stretch on your back. It's the same type of stretch. It's going to give you the same benefits that this will. Again, I just want you to pause here. Let's take this time to slow your breath. As we come to the end of our practice, it can be really easy to let our mind start to skip ahead to what we're doing next, but give yourself permission just to stay here in this present moment and take up each moment of this practice for you. Okay, slowly lift yourself back up, palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, scorpion dog. You know where we're going. We're opening up our hips. So your right hip stacks over your left. You're bending your knee. You're reaching your heel towards your left glute. Just feel this nice counter stretch. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. So float up onto your tippy toes. Roll all the way out into a high plank. Option to come down onto your forearms if that feels better on your wrist. We're just going to hold a high plank to finish us off today. Find your strong form. Squeeze those glutes in just for 10. Continue to breathe. Gaze straight down. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees to the mat. Take a child's pose, just like we did at the beginning of class. Deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, release. Inhale, float yourself up. Breathe as you find a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribe to the channel to stay updated on what's coming next. I'll see you next time. Bye.